You need to study, and so do I.
Welcome back to Prep With Me, where we prepare for the SHRM-CP exam together. Our guide, as usual, is the SHRM Body of Applied Skills and Knowledge, or BASK. We're still in the Leadership Navigation competency. In Lesson 5, we'll focus on the inner traits that make leaders credible and trusted, their personal leadership qualities. In the SHRM BASK, the Leadership and Navigation Behavioral Competency explicitly describes effective leaders as those who demonstrate personal integrity, resilience, and self-awareness in leading and influencing others, and develop and align people strategies with organizational goals through vision, self-discipline, and commitment. These points anchor the idea that character traits, not position or power, are the root of leadership effectiveness. Where influence is what you do as a leader, personal qualities are who you are. The tactics matter, but the traits you embody give you credibility. We'll cover 6 leadership qualities emphasized by the SHRM. 1. Vision. Vision is the ability to imagine a desired future and then communicate it so clearly that others see their role in achieving it. It aligns the day-to-day tasks with long-term purpose and can keep teams focused even during change or uncertainty. Visionary leaders inspire confidence because they connect what we do to why it matters. For the test, when a scenario involves setting direction, creating shared purpose, or aligning HR strategy to business goals, the correct answer will be vision. Look for phrases like future-focused, strategic alignment, or clarity of purpose. Question. A senior HR leader develops a 5-year workforce plan connecting talent pipelines to the company's expansion goals. Which personal quality does this demonstrate? A. Vision. B. Risk-taking. C. Growth mindset. Or D. Continuous learning. The answer is A. Vision. Defining a clear, forward-looking direction is an expression of vision. 2. Self-motivation. Self-motivation is the inner drive that keeps a leader performing without needing external pressure or recognition. It's intrinsic. It's what pushes you to start projects, solve problems, and improve systems because you care about the overall mission, not just because someone told you to. For the test, look for terms like initiative, taking ownership, or proactively improving processes. Questions describing leaders who act before being told or who maintain momentum after setbacks all point to self-motivation. Question. An HR specialist notices inefficiencies in onboarding and designs a new checklist before leaders even question it. Which quality has been shown here? A. Vision. B. Self-discipline. C. Growth mindset. Or D. Self-motivation. It's D. Self-motivation. Taking initiative without direction shows self-motivation. 3. Self-discipline. Self-discipline is the ability to stay cognizant, organized, and committed to quality even when tasks are repetitive, challenging, or unrewarding. It means following through on all goals and maintaining professionalism regardless of the stress or distractions in the workplace. For the test, look for scenarios that highlight time management, follow-through, meeting deadlines, or reliability. They connect to self-discipline. Look for leaders who model accountability and set structure for themselves and their teams. Question. Despite shifting priorities, an HR manager consistently delivers reports accurately and on schedule. Which personal quality is being demonstrated? A. Self-motivation. B. Self-discipline. C. Risk-taking. Or D. Vision. The answer is B. Self-discipline. Consistency and reliability reflect self-discipline. 4. Risk-taking. Risk-taking is the willingness to make calculated moves towards innovation, improvement, or change despite uncertainty. It's not recklessness, it's courage balanced with preparation. Effective risk takers anticipate challenges and plan for contingencies. A good mental cue: progress lives past your comfort zone. For the test, look for key phrases like proposing something new, innovating despite uncertainty, or experimenting with change. When a leader tries a new idea to achieve improvement or transformation, it reflects risk-taking. Question: an HR director pilots a virtual reality safety training program to replace classroom sessions. Which personal leadership quality is shown? A. Vision. B. Risk-taking. C. Growth mindset. Or D. Continuous learning. The answer is B. Risk-taking. Adopting a new, unproven solution demonstrates thoughtful risk-taking. 5. Commitment to continuous learning. This quality reflects an ongoing desire to improve skills, broaden perspective, and stay current in a changing environment. Continuous learners seek out feedback, training, and professional development because they see learning as a lifelong investment, not just a checkbox. For the test, watch for actions like attending training, pursuing certifications, studying trends, or requesting mentorship. Scenarios that emphasize staying current or developing others' learning habits also tie to continuous learning. Question: an HR supervisor enrolls in an analytics course to improve database decision-making for talent metrics. What quality is demonstrated? A. Self-motivation. B. Growth mindset. C. Commitment to continuous learning. Or D. Vision. The answer is C. Commitment to continuous learning. Pursuing formal learning for skill improvement shows continuous learning. Trait 6. Growth mindset. A growth mindset is the belief that ability and intelligence can be developed through effort, feedback, and perseverance. Leaders with this mindset see mistakes as lessons and challenges as opportunities to get better, both themselves and their teams. For the test, look for keywords like embracing feedback, learning from failure, encouraging development, or believing people can improve. If a question contrasts fixed thinking, that's just how they are, versus learning-oriented thinking, that is growth mindset. So question: after receiving constructive criticism on a project, an HR analyst requests mentorship to strengthen future performance. A. Growth mindset. B. Self-discipline. C. Vision. Or D. Continuous learning. The answer is A. Growth mindset. Turning feedback into learning reflects a growth mindset. Great work. Let's move on to the rapid review. 1. An HR manager connects daily metrics to long-term strategic outcomes to motivate the team. Which personal quality is this? A. Vision. B. Risk-taking. C. Self-motivation. Or D. Growth mindset. The answer is A. Vision. Vision is the ability to connect current actions to long-term organizational goals. By showing employees how today's metrics support future strategic outcomes, the HR manager is demonstrating forward-looking leadership and helping the team see the bigger picture, or vision. This one was a little tricky because we mentioned metrics, and that can sometimes be connected to continuous learning. But because we connected today to the big picture, that's vision. Question 2. A supervisor volunteers for a cross-functional project to develop new onboarding tools, knowing success isn't necessarily guaranteed. Which trait is demonstrated? A. Continuous learning. B. Vision. C. Self-discipline. Or D. Risk-taking. The answer is D. Risk-taking. Risk-taking involves pursuing new opportunities or initiatives even when success is not guaranteed. In this example, volunteering for the cross-functional project, especially one that involves creating something new, shows that willingness to stretch beyond one's comfort zone and take a calculated risk to improve processes. 3. After missing a presentation goal, an employee reviews their feedback and practices more before their next one. Which leadership quality does this reflect? A. Self-motivation. B. Growth mindset. C. Continuous learning. Or D. Risk-taking. The answer is B. Growth mindset. A growth mindset reflects the belief that skills can improve with effort, feedback, and practice. Reviewing the feedback after they missed a goal and then they worked intentionally to improve their performance, that aligns directly with the definition of growth mindset, not just simply motivation or learning. 4. A team leader maintains accurate records and delivers reports on time despite all the competing deadlines. Which trait is being demonstrated? A. Self-motivation. B. Vision. C. Self-discipline. Or D. Continuous learning. The answer is C. Self-discipline. Self-discipline is all about consistency, reliability, and follow-through, particularly under pressure. Maintaining accurate records and meeting their deadlines despite competing demands demonstrates, in this instance, that sustained focus and responsibility, which are all hallmarks of self-discipline. 5. An HR professional attends webinars and conferences to stay updated on changing labor laws. Which leadership quality is shown? A. Growth mindset. B. Vision. C. Self-motivation. Or D. Commitment to continuous learning. The answer is D. Commitment to continuous learning. Continuous learning means actively seeking out those opportunities to gain new knowledge and staying current. Attending webinars and conferences to remain updated on labor laws in this example demonstrates ongoing self-development and the desire to stay professionally relevant. That's the essence of continuous learning. 6. A junior HR analyst sets a goal to improve their Excel skills and practices 20 minutes each morning before work without being asked or assigned the task. Which leadership quality does this demonstrate? A. Self-discipline. B. Continuous learning. C. Self-motivation. Or D. Vision. The answer is C. Self-motivation. Self-motivation is shown when an employee takes initiative, driven by personal desire to improve, not external pressure or instructions. Setting their own developmental goal and consistently practicing without being prompted reflects internally driven effort, the core of self-motivation. Here I'd like to note, self-motivation and self-discipline can sometimes be conflated. To differentiate them on test day, think self-motivation starts the work, like taking initiative. Self-discipline sustains the work, that reliability, that timeliness, accuracy. Excellent work. We now know the major traits associated with successful leaders. If this helped, give the video a like, subscribe, and then join me for Lesson 6.